Thank you very
Ladies
much.
and gentlemen, welcome back. What's the odds with
How you
Steve
been?
Easy? Week 2 of the
Ladies and gentlemen,
NFL.
welcome
Brenton
back.
Lucas joined as always.
Steve
This is crazy.
Easy.
I thought we
I'm
had
the guy.
almost won our bet last week.
Fucking lit.
I texted the boys
Steve
with about 2 or 3 minutes left in the Bronco game saying I thought we had it. I thought it was 8 points. And then I didn't realize we had already lost the Falcons game because Brenton didn't know what he was talking about. I mean, I was pretty
The
much there.
kicker
Sean
missed
Payton.
the 44-yard field goal. They should have been in overtime. They would have won it in overtime for sure. Young Wei Koo
Yeah, but what
screwed
if they
us.
won by a field goal in overtime? Wasn't it 3.5 or
No, I just took a money line.
the money line? God damn. And yeah, so we were a bad field goal, and then Sean Payton should have gone for a field goal. They asked him
Well,
why after. He was like, "Well, I just thought I probably, second, I might have should have gone for it there, but I figured we can go." I'm like, "Fuck, that's what we need." But we were not that far off. Week 1, not too bad, not as bad
yeah.
as the Giants.
The Cardinals, the free money bet that was a winner. They beat the
Yeah, but we,
Saints.
yeah,
Let's just keep betting
yeah.
against the Saints every week. And the
Um,
Dolphins, apparently.
Oof. Thank God for the Dolphins because they took a little heat off the Giants looking so bad week 1. I mean, it's all been positive ever since the last snap of last year. It's been like, we're going to fix this. We're going to get it right. Ooh, they're going to keep everyone. Okay. And then the draft, we seemed to fucking be the belle of the ball. Everyone was excited going into preseason camp. And preseason, we looked unbelievable. And then you just come out. And I was sitting there, my sons and I watching the first half. And, we had that one great drive. It was like 16 plays, but we came out with nothing because they had 7 shots at the goal line and couldn't put one in. Not one.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm saying to myself, fuck, is this feels familiar. And then the rest of the game was sort of like that. I didn't understand why Abdul Carter wasn't on the field more. I mean, he was on for 40 something percent of his defensive snaps, but only 8 snaps with like the guys who you thought were going to be the studs and play together. Carter and Burns and Lawrence and Thibodeau. So there was only 8 snaps. So I mean, and then Russell looked terrible, but he was also running for his life. Like the offensive line looked like it was like a horror show. I was like, this is exactly like this is like a bad college football team right now. They look like Colorado
Yeah.
running. I mean, it was terrible. And again, I mean, from what I saw, that he barely had any time to throw, but he looks very, very small in a crowded pocket. I guess he always has, and he's maybe a younger version. He's had the ability to scramble out and find a couple more lanes, but the one sidearm throw that he threw looked terrible. The deep ball was okay, but he was getting smashed, so he really wasn't getting into it. I was just like, I don't know. But then again, all the talk's been, do you move away from him? Do you move away from him? But it's like, would you get fucking Russell Wilson for one start? Is that all you're going to start? I mean, you're going to get him for one start? Because let me tell you, if they pull him and they put in Jackson Dart, they're never going back. They're never going back. That's it. It's over for Russell Wilson. You might as well hand him a clipboard or give him a headset and have him start coaching. He's never going to be He's never going to quarterback again. Not for us. So, by making Dart the backup, it's like you're saying he's the next guy up. He is and honestly, I thought at some point, either because of possible poor play, but more likely because he was going to get fucking hurt, I thought we were going to see him week 1. They were talking about going into it. Oh, they got packages for him. I'm like, oh shit, this is exciting. We could be, it could be 10-10, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 4, and he comes in and they run some fucking specialty play where he bootlegs and takes it himself. Oh, this is gonna be great. We never even got to that. We never even, I mean, we were beaten, punched in the face before we even came in the front door. So it was like, fucking hell, dude. So goddamn bad. And I guess the defense played well enough to, look, I got to be honest. Jaden Daniels didn't look great. I watched that every snap of that game. He didn't look great. He did not. I mean, he missed a couple. He didn't. he is incredible on the outside. He makes everyone look slow. He has that Lamar type quickness and speed. And he does have a great arm. Like he found guys downfield when he rolled out that most quarterback, that's top echelon stuff. But he did miss some passes. He did get some drops. So it wasn't even I can't even say like, well, the fucking Giants defense just killed him. They had a good, couple drives where Burns got a couple sacks, but for the most part, it was tale of two defenses almost. I mean, Washington was in our backfield before we could even get, two steps, three steps back. And for the most part, I feel like Jaden Daniels had a decent amount of time to throw. There were some times where the pocket got broken, but he seemed to make plays on the outside. So, not what you want to see week one. Absolutely like just tough to fucking be like shit, man. Is all and then go. I don't want to press the panic button. It's only week one. There was a team that went to the NFC Championship game last year, so they're good, even though they're in our division. We're gonna play them again, and we'll be better. But like from like what you saw in the preseason to what you saw there, it was like shit, dude. Is this like? Did we get duped? Did we get fucking CGI'd? How the hell
But
did they pull this off?
yeah, I mean, preseason is preseason. You're not playing everyone else's starters. And then I pulled it up. The Giants running backs had point 0.3 yards before
Oh,
contact. So
I
basically, they
mean,
could take a step or a half a step, and they were getting hit.
and so you're like, well, we can't run the ball. We got to throw the ball, and now they know that, so they're setting the house. And now we got to do. The only thing that seemed to work was Wandell Robinson in a couple like slant routes and he made some great catches, but that was it.
Yeah,
Malik Neighbors going crazy on the sideline,
Neighbors and
that
Dable
competitive
going at it is
stuff,
not good. And then
not
the
great.
intentional not high-fiving Dable thing was weird. And then like his kind of you saw his like half hug thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, look,
It's not a good start.
Dable's Dable can be he's a fat white dude, middle aged white guy. He's never going to have the fucking ability to dap up a 21, 22-year-old black guy correctly. He's not like it's not happening. It's not it doesn't look good. He can do it with Jackson Dart because Jackson Dart, is white too, and they can figure it out on their own. But it's that. But the point is this: how the fuck? And the frustration that neighbors go like, did you think that we were going to be able to sit back there and just give Russell all the time in the world? Like you didn't see this coming? Like did they get fooled too during preseason? The coaches they didn't draw up plans to go like we got to get the ball out like hike, throw,
Yeah.
hike, throw, hike, throw. Like, get rid of the fucking ball. What is like? You couldn't see that was coming. Screenplay, whatever. I mean, like, what did you what did they think was going to happen? Did they honestly believe that was because it was terrible? It was terrible. And we got a new offensive line coach, and apparently this guy, all the team loves him. They look great in the preseason, but I don't know what's going to happen this week. I don't know. And luckily, thank Christ, they traded the fucking Micah Parsons. Thank
who
God.
who looked incredible again last night.
Yeah,
And then I don't know if you saw he was being interviewed by Thursday Night Football after, and everyone who had gathered by the stage, they were all chanting, "Thank you, Jerry." It's a pretty great moment. I mean, that will go down as a horrible, horrible trade for the Cowboys, most likely. And he has looked phenomenal the last 2 weeks, and he was definitely, I mean, he made Jaden Daniels look very bad last night because he gave him no time.
I get it, but you don't know. It's not over till it's over in the sense of, he could go get two first round draft picks next year.
Oh, we could
He
get
could
we
go
could
get
use those picks. We could go get Pro Bowl players right now.
I mean, well, whatever. I'm just saying he could go
We could
draft.
they're gonna they're gonna be at the bottom end of that first round, so everyone's gonna want them. We could
But what
trade
the
them.
problem is, the whole Jerry thing is the problem is that he's telling his team right now that we are basically almost giving up on this year. Now, look,
They
they looked
absolutely gave
competitive,
up, and you saw the reaction of the players. They were all
and
upset. I mean, it's the Luca trade all over again, just the
but
football
look,
version.
they might have the get right week. against the Giants this week where they go, "Oh, thank God we're
I
playing the
don't I don't
Giants."
know. I don't
I
know.
don't know either, dude. I don't know. I don't know either. My heart's broken, Brenton. My goddamn heart
What
is
were you
broken. Okay.
expecting though?
I was not expecting that.
It
Okay.
wasn't
Better than
that
that,
bad.
dude.
It
Better
wasn't
than
that
that.
bad.
It was terrible, dude. It was terrible. It was terrible. He was running for his life. It was exactly what you didn't want to happen.
It
And I
wasn't
don't know if Jackson
that
Dart makes it better
bad.
where he can break a pocket and get out on the side and make a throw downfield. But I just don't believe it that, like, I don't know, dude. I don't want to see this kid get hurt.
Yeah, you need to build up your line before you're really throwing. You put Winston out there before you're just throwing him to the wolves.
Let me see 2 quarters in a row of decent offensive line play and
I don't
bad
think you're going to
quarterback
get that
play.
this year.
What?
I don't know if you're going to get like 2 quarters of decent offensive. You didn't do anything to really improve the offensive line.
They
You
got a new
addressed the
coach.
quarterback. Yeah, you got a new coach. That doesn't mean that everyone's going to just play better.
Well, I mean, I would assume everything would be different. The schemes, the work,
Well,
everything. We're going
hopefully they'll
to
make
take the
adjustments.
weaknesses.
Have faith.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like I'm not going to give up. But this is not a week that I want. Like if a
Also, you
Michaelis,
were playing they went to the NFC Championship game last
yes,
year, and you were playing on the road. It wasn't like, okay, we could go in and beat this team up. You were
look,
what? Yeah, a 4 win. How many wins did you have last year? You weren't like
I
a great
understand.
team.
I know, but like that's why this week, if this happens again, if we put going into halftime with 0 points, giving up 14 or and now you're in the game, like if it's decent offensive line play and bad quarterback play, it's like they're going to be screaming for Jackson Dart. But
Yeah.
if it looks the same and it's bad offensive line play and we can't run the ball, we
Well,
can't do anything, it's 3 and outs, then it's like, what the fuck are we? What are we doing here?
that was look,
What do we have?
Russell's
We're going to
not
get killed.
Russell's not necessarily cooking anymore, but zero point 0.3 yards before contact is not something you can do in the NFL and expect to be able to move the ball and win games. Zero
No.
point 0.3 yards is nothing. So they have to figure out the line. I don't think it was a quarterback issue, at least not yet.
And look, Andrew Thomas being out, I'm sure is a
Yeah,
big
that
issue. Of
that
course, you
affects
lose.
everything.
And guess what? He's not playing again this week. Okay. But here's the deal. Okay. Andrew Thomas is an all pro right tackle when he's in the game, which has been 60, maybe 50% of the time. So perhaps, they went out and signed this guy for $12 million for 2 years. What the fuck? Number 55. I can't even remember his fuck Hudson, I think. Hudson the third. Giving him $6 million a year so that, okay, when the inevitable happens and Andrew Thomas can't play, we're going to put this guy in. He was the second worst ranked offensive lineman last week. He
Well, he
gave up
wasn't
two
he wasn't the
sacks
worst.
and got blown by 12 times, I think. So this is what you like. This is what they did. This is a fucking problem.
Yeah.
This is the problem. And it's the beginning. And I don't want to fucking have to I don't want to make plans for the fall on Sundays, knowing that the whole shit's over, dude. But again, we'll see what happens. We will see. But
So
and
this
so it
this
leads
is
me to my second point.
okay.
It was a very long day, considering that was the first game of the day.
Yeah.
I feel like I ran a marathon. Then I watched the second game. So by the time I got to the Bills and the fucking Ravens, dude, I was shot. And I got to be honest, I stuck that thing out. I did it as long as I could. And when they went down 34-19 or whatever at the end of like middle of the third quarter, I was like, or whatever it was. Maybe it was like 7 minutes left, 10 minutes left, 8 minutes left. I go, I can't do this anymore. I'm out. And I went to bed. And I was shocked in the morning when I woke up to see the news. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I could believe it because, you guys have a fucking literal, you have Superman on your team, a person that just goes, okay, I will literally climb the tallest building and leap the biggest boundaries and pick people up and put them on and make. I don't. Keon Coleman, like Keon Coleman is getting 14 fantasy point projection this week, and I didn't even know who he was. I thought he was an actor. He makes these guys, these normal people, look like he's making fucking Jimmy Olsen look like a superhero. It's amazing to watch or not watch or to sleep through. And I understand. Look, dude, if you're a Bills fan and you slept and you left during that, how dare you? And
Well,
I
half the
respect you for
stadium
saying
left.
that.
Josh
Well,
called him out in the post game.
I get it. I'm glad he called him out. I'm glad that. I mean, first week you can't give up first. Week one, what is that? What kind of tone does that set?
Yeah,
No,
if
I
the
stayed
team's
till
not giving up, then the fans shouldn't give up.
we stayed till triple zeros on the Nathan Peterman game.
Yeah, we did. The
It's
five interceptions in the first half.
fuck, bro. It's such a different thing to watch. I don't know, like I guess that excellent football and so it was amazing. I mean, like, look, you got to be honest. Like, it's watching Lamar Jackson, watching those two. It's so much fun to watch them go back and forth. They almost
Yeah.
take it personally when the other one scores. It's hilarious. It's like the two of them are like almost fighting each other via their offenses. It's crazy. And so, I mean, what were your feelings during that? You must have had the complete opposite of watching my mind-numbing fucking bullshit
Yeah.
mediocrity.
I mean, it was well, the first half was not very fun to watch. We couldn't stop the run again this year. That's going to be an issue probably.
Yeah.
Maybe until after week 6 when we get the two guys back from suspension. But yeah, the first half was other than the very first drive of the game, which looked great, the first half was a pretty sinking feeling. And then, kind of made peace with the fact that, okay, they probably aren't going to win this game, but they haven't given up. They're not going down by 3 scores. They're not going down by 4 scores. They're kind of cleaning things up and they're competing right now. And then it was, oh wow, they're keeping it tight. And then it became, well, maybe if this thing, and this thing happen, they could actually win
Exactly.
this thing. And then holy
That's what I'm
shit, those
saying.
things just happened.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it's remarkable that they believe that, even though that these five things have to happen almost in a row and perfectly timed and order, they still believe that that is possible because they have this fucking guy. They know that if given the opportunity, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's an unbelievable, like, I mean, probably
So
you guys and the Ravens are the only people that,
I
and,
would
and
put
the Ravens less
I would put
so.
the Chiefs in there, and then I would say the Bengals are
Yes.
borderline depending on the how the game is going if it's back and forth. That's why
Yeah. But the problem with Joe
Harbaugh
Burrow
should have
is
gone for it on fourth down.
his powers are not strong enough. His biggest enemy is his own defense. They're the Lex
But I'm
Luthor of him, and
saying
they
if
pull
it's
him down to
like if
mediocrity.
it's a back and forth game and you have the ball and you have that the situation Harbaugh was in. Do I go for it on fourth and short, like it was 4th and 3 or 4th and 4 with if we don't get it, the Bills are now in field goal range, but if we do get it, they have no timeouts, the game's over, knowing that if we just punt it away, I'm giving Josh Allen or you're giving Patrick Mahomes or you're giving Lamar Jackson a minute 26 to go down the field and just kick a field goal. Like not even
I
have
mean,
to score a touchdown. I
just
think
the way he
we're
got a field goal at the end of the end of the first half, he stole one, right?
yeah,
He
yeah, we
threw the
stole
ball like
it was our
it
almost our
was like
13 seconds
nuts.
version. It was so
It
quick.
was the craziest shit ever, dude. And
It's like
it's
20
like
seconds or something.
I look, I think he's kind of a fucking dum dum and probably a good coach, but probably mostly a dum dum. Rex Ryan, I think, put it pretty well when he was like, I think Jim Harbaugh doesn't remember now that things are different, that the strength of his team is not the defense. Even though it's good, it's not the strength of his team is the offense. So, yes, going for it there probably was the better call to try to put in the hands of of the best players on your team, which right now are Lamar and Derrick Henry, but maybe not in that situation because he fumbled the time before. So, it's
That was an anomaly, though. I still think there are 3 or 4 quarterbacks, and maybe Jalen Hurts gets into this mix as well, but they don't really need to throw the ball in Philly because they're just always beating everybody.
yeah.
But I think, if you're going to play the analytics game and say, okay, the analytics say to go for two here every time, or the analytics say, fourth and short, go for it here. I think if you're up against one of those elite quarterbacks and the game is that close and it's in that situation, there's a way, even if it doesn't work out for you, to justify, look, would you give that guy the ball back with over a minute to go? This was
Yeah.
the right decision for us. So I think you're going to hopefully see that more. And I hope the Bills, if they end up in that situation against the Ravens again in the playoffs, or the Chiefs, or whoever, if it's one of those elite guys, let's just give Josh the ball and let the offense lose the game rather than continuing to allow our defense to lose playoff games. I hope that's the
Um,
lesson they take away from that is just let's end it right
yeah.
here or
Let's take
lose
care
it
of
right
business
here.
ourselves. Yeah. Yeah. Take care of business here ourselves. Um, what a way to start the season. You
Yeah,
have to
that was
be,
just about the biggest. That was the best Bills game I think I've ever seen.
but you have be honest with me, and truly, this is the place to do it. You had to stop believing at some point yourselves.
I told you, I said that, I mean, I'll let Lucas speak on it, but there was a point where I was like, okay, we're 0-1, but we're still competing. And even though the run defense needs work and the secondary is kind of sketchy, they look decent. I wasn't upset. They didn't look like a bad football team. They looked like they were playing a really great football team.
Yeah, Lucas, you gave up.
I gave up. I,
Yeah,
I, I kept watching, but after the last I mean, going 0 for 3 on 2 point conversions,
Yeah.
that I think
Take the
that would
points
usually be the death nail.
you know what's weird? It's like I don't know why people are go for it so early in the game.
because of analytics.
I
They're
know,
all
but like
following the fucking analytics that don't make
I,
sense. And there's not like a huge track record of all this data that you can go, yeah, this makes sense. This works. Because the Jets also lost because they kept going for two. And they lost by how many
I
points?
it's look, I'm going to sound like an old man here. It's changing baseball. I see now it's changing football. I would assume that the analytics based everything based on are the points being scored now way more than they ever were because and I'm talking not just take out the refs and take out pass interference penalties and like what difference is going for it now making points wise? Like is there like is it that much more
I don't know
that
if
you
there's
wouldn't
enough
just go for the almost
data
the
yet
sure
to,
thing?
yeah, I don't know if there's enough data yet to really say
And
that
did
this
this
is
just
effective.
start because they moved the extra point back a couple of
Yes.
years ago?
Yes.
That's what happened.
That's
That's
what
what brought
happened.
it in.
It's because
Did
a
the
40,
NFL
40-yard field goal isn't a gimme extra point anymore.
so yeah, I mean, look, anything you hear 40 now, and you're like, you don't even
It
assume that
should
you.
be, but you look at the percentage of PAT conversions, and it's gone way down since they moved it back.
Um, but I'm just saying, like the distance of extra points now is so crazy, and you know why this whole thing? I heard that this weekend is that they're allowed to like use their own balls, like
Hmm.
manipulate their own footballs for the first time ever. Like it used to be a thing where they handed you two kicking balls before the game. You had 45 minutes to scuff them, break them in, kick them, get used to them. And now these guys are traveling. It's like traveling with your own pool stick. Like you're getting used to like their own shit. That's why these fucking things are getting nuked now, right? I mean,
Hmm.
I'm sure they get inspected before the game and stuff, but like this is like game changing for these guys and literal like it gives you such a crazy ability to go like hey, I'm Josh Allen, I got what 11 seconds left in the first half, give me the ball on the 30-yard line and I can totally get us in the I can get us 30 yards on a pass out of bounds and then you kick a 58-yard field goal which is now normal.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Do you think the record's going to be broken this year?
Oh, for sure, dude, for sure.
I mean, technically, Cam Little broke it in the preseason, but it doesn't count. But I think probably between him and Brandon Aubrey and maybe Cameron Dicker, somebody's going to break the
I think
record.
we see three different dudes kick 70-yard field goals this year.
Wow.
Three.
Well,
Either attempt or make them.
Boswell probably was
Oh,
close to
easy.
that.
That was what,
That
58?
was well above. No, that was 60, and he was way
60, and
over the
he was
bar.
into the middle of the net.
Yeah.
That would have been good from 70, no problem. Maybe
Hmm.
73. That's in fucking insanity, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's think about this fantasy wise. How close are we to kickers being more valuable than tight ends?
I mean, we're probably already there.
I'm being serious.
I'm being
You
serious
kick
as
a
well.
50-yard field goal, a 55, and a couple extra points. You have 15 points. You have way more than a tight end, unless
Yeah,
he's scoring a touchdown every week.
which they don't.
They don't. Not my guy, not TJ Hawkinson. He barely touched the fucking ball this week.
Well, I think I'm playing Lucas in a couple of leagues, and he just nuked me with Tucker Craft.
Yeah,
So,
25 last night for him. Tight end
yeah,
of the world.
God,
Um, so yeah, I again like it's the feeling you guys must have is I don't even know it. I'm so happy for you.
feels
I'll
like we
never I
stole one, and we never do that. We're always seemingly on the other end of that, and we stole one,
Mhm.
which was nice.
Yeah, I was
it's crazy
expecting
though.
I was expecting Prater to miss the field goal at the end. Like I'm the
Well, it
most
almost got
pessimistic Bills
blocked.
fan when it comes. Yeah, I
That
kept
was
thinking
so
something's going to happen.
close. I don't know if you can pull that up, but that was so close to being blocked, and you can see the guy like he's like so frustrated,
He's
jumping up
so
and down.
pissed.
He barely missed
I
that.
think it went through his arms. He didn't
I think
cross
it
his
did
arms
too.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Um, just the feeling like I really like I was young when Lawrence Taylor played, so I was almost too young. But like the feeling of having the best player in the world on your team, it's got to be pretty good. I mean, I think I have it in baseball, or I mean, we can argue Judge or Otani, one of the two. I'll take either one, so I'm happy. But like having the best player in the world at that sport on your team, what a fucking remarkable thing that is. Like to knowing you have someone that just can do things that literally no one else can do.
That no
He's
one's ever done
amazing to watch,
before.
dude.
No one's ever
He's
done
a
the stuff that he's doing.
How many? He
Um,
had 250,
he
60
had
yards and
he
three
had two,
touchdowns in the.
so he was 1 yard away from tying the record for most passing yards in a quarter at 250. The record's 251, but he had there was some record that he broke or that just no one had ever done before, where it was like 250 yards passing and then three touchdowns, I think, two passing, one rushing.
And remind me again who he's throwing the ball. Was it Jerry Rice, Jamar Chase, and
Joshua
Justin
Palmer.
Jefferson?
Joshua Palmer
Oh,
had himself a little breakout party in the fourth
but that's
quarter
what
on
I'm
a
saying, man.
massive play. Yeah, he's making his player. That's why he's the MVP. Last year, Lamar definitely had better stats, and maybe Lamar should have been the MVP last year, but Josh the year before for sure. But if you want to, and I've said this before, if you want to really award the most valuable player, it's not the guy who's on the best team, pumping up his
Yeah.
stats it's the guy who is elevating everyone else around him. And you go, how is he
Well,
doing? He's got fucking Dalton Kincaid and Keon Coleman and Joshua
remarkably,
Palmer.
the best player to do it. We just witnessed the Tom Brady was the best player to ever do that, to lift up players
But
and
he had
make
Randy
them.
Moss.
Yes, he had, but he would make like any use wide receivers and stuff. He's
I mean, in
Tom
20 years,
Brady
he had Moss for only 3 years.
with with more talent, dude.
Josh
With
Allen made Cole
double the
Beasley
talent.
look like a Pro Bowler. Cole Beasley wasn't a bad player, but he wasn't like by any means a top slot wide receiver when he was with the Bills. But Josh made him look amazing.
Oh yeah, if
He
Josh Allen was
elevates
on that
everybody. That's
Patriot
why
team,
he's
they would have won
MVP.
every Super Bowl. They never would have lost the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. They never ever.
If we
All
had
those
a if
guys
we
would
had
be
a
gold
defense, if we
jackets.
had a top five defense any of these years, like the Bills will win the Super Bowl.
Um,
Oh, he also he became the leading touchdown scorer, rushing touchdown scorer in Bills history. He is ahead of O.J. Simpson, Thurman Thomas, everybody.
whoa,
So he is the best
rest in
quarterback we've ever
peace.
had, and he's also the best running back
Yeah.
we've ever had.
Behind OJ
Um,
in one stat.
Yeah,
yeah,
very
dude,
true.
it's pretty crazy to watch. I think who well, I was gonna say what happens first? Someone kicks a 70-yard field goal or Mike McDaniels gets fired.
Mike
Which one?
McDaniels may get fired if the players are already having player-only meetings to try to correct things, and it's going into week two. Like there's issues.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't he only in the second year of like a 4 or 5 year extension? This is going to be a pretty hefty payout, I think, if he
I
has to.
I think you're right.
Daniels contracts.
I think him and Tyreek kind
Yeah,
of
he,
went, or
he's signing.
Tua. I mean,
He signed a 3-year extension last year in
Through
August.
2028, baby. I love it. He
Yeah.
can't go anywhere. Yeah,
So that's, yeah, I mean,
Tyreek is definitely done with the Dolphins after this year.
you can't not speculate because of the need for a wide receiver, but I don't know how, like, if he ends up back in Kansas City, I might not watch football anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And that's where he probably would want to end up. And
Yeah.
I don't know how they would do it, but somehow or another they would do it. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what they would do, but it would just end like like sometimes like, oh, that trade can't happen because like mathematically, like that never happens with Kansas City. All of a sudden the fucking guy's on the sideline, he's got a helmet on and he's playing the game and no one like all the I's have been dotted. How is that? I don't so if it can happen, it will happen. And I'm just wondering almost if it's inevitability at this point.
Well, so Tyreek, I think he is at a point where he much rather would get paid than win. So he's not going to take a pay cut. He's going to play his heart out this year because he's got 14 kids to think about after his
Oh,
contract
that's
ends.
true, yeah.
He needs that. This is like his last big paycheck opportunity.
And also, do you think he's learned any self-restraint? You don't
Oh,
think he
hell no.
realizes he's going to have a couple more court cases coming down the
Yeah,
fucking
I
pike
think he
or
knows what the
lawsuits?
deal is, and he's probably is he divorced yet?
Mhm.
Bro.
Yeah, so he's paying that out, and
Oh,
he
yes.
knows I need to make money doing this right now. He's maybe not going to go to Kansas City unless he thinks that he can get showcased and then go somewhere else after this season. But I don't think the Dolphins would trade him back to KC unless they got a haul,
What do
unless they
they
got
give
an
a
absolute
fuck?
haul.
Well, they
I
might
didn't
not
think the
get a whole. They'll
Cowboys.
never get everything they want, but they'll get a couple
But they're not
picks
going to
back for
get two
sure.
first round draft picks.
No, no, you're not getting Micah Parsons money or you might have to give up maybe one.
Probably not a first rounder.
I don't
I'm
think he's worth
guessing
a first round anymore.
he get like a
Probably
second or
not
third, maybe.
second round.
Yeah.
But think about it, a second round to them, that's you're talking about in the 60s or 70 picks right there because
Yeah.
they're going to be if they're what do you think they're going to be bad? They're not picking in the
Well,
top. They're not even picking in the 25 and up. Is what you're going to be. So,
I mean
uh,
they got to play the Eagles this week. They could be 0 and 2. We blink our eyes
absolutely,
and the Chiefs are 0 and 2, and that would be
absolutely.
fantastic. And they are
Um,
home, but they're home dogs this week.
oh, they're dogs. I again, if I mean, I think they're going to win. I think they like the rematch. I think they were pissed they had to go to fucking
I don't think they're
Rio.
going to win. I think the Eagles are just too good. They're better than everybody.
Um,
Look, the Cowboys played them close, but if you really like rewatch that game, they were in complete cruise control pretty much until the weather delay. And then after the weather delay, when both offenses slowed down, they were Jalen was just kind of doing whatever to not turn the ball over because he's like, we're ahead. They're not going to catch us. And they were very much just conservative and let's just get out of here. They were never at any point in that game, unless you were a Cowboys fan, there was no point where it was like, okay, the door's open, let's get in.
I'd feel better about picking the Chiefs if I thought that Jalen Carter was, if he got suspended with him there. But I think, they
Yeah.
shored up that offensive line a bit. Creed
Are you talking about
Humphreys
the
now,
Chiefs?
the Chiefs, yeah.
They got rid of Tooney. They didn't
But
shore it up. They got rid of their best player.
I think the interior of that line with Creed Humphreys, I think is
No,
going to be able.
I disagree. I think they got worse. They got worse at that important position. Now and Worthy's probably not going to play.
No, I mean he might, but he could be just a decoy
I
at
think their
best.
offensive line is worse, and I think their defense got a little worse.
I think that Andy Reid, given maybe a little extra, couple extra days to look at how bad, who's that fucking cornerback for the Eagles? He played bad, dude. They picked him apart. With Schottenheimer for the Cowboys picked him apart. Who's the cornerback that they on the Eagles? The kid that they replaced. They lost what's his name, Slay,
Yeah.
and so they replaced him with Alexander, I think. what the fuck's this kid's name? But he ain't great.
Yeah, to your point,
And he got
Sports Illustrated Eagles sticking with CB2 for now. It's Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson. That was it. Yeah. So, I think, with a
And
guy like
I'm not.
Andy Reid,
They're going to score points. I'm not saying they're not going to score points. I just think the Eagles are the class of the NFL right now, and they just traded for
yeah,
Tank Bigsby. Like they just keep pulling off all these crazy trades where, like, if Barkley
another
goes
fucking team.
down, Tank Bigsby, he's going to be damn near an All-Pro probably if he's given
Well,
the
because Will
opportunity.
Shipley's banged up now,
Yeah,
of
Will
course.
Shipley's on the IR.
So,
But yeah, they
yeah.
just keep doing everything right. And as good as the Chiefs coaching is, as good as Patrick Mahomes is, I just think at some point these things end. Guys age out, the core of
Oh
the team
no, windows
changes, and
closed, dude. I get it. Windows
yeah,
closed,
I
but
did.
I don't think it's going to happen. I mean,
But
again, it's not my pick.
you like him this week?
Yeah, I'm not putting money on him, but I probably, I might put a
I
little
mean,
bit.
this is very much a Baltimore Buffalo, where for the Eagles, this is just another game for us, and for the Chiefs, it probably feels a lot more personal.
Yeah, I think the Eagles have a. I mean, look, I think Jalen Carter's got a lot to play for. He let his
Yeah.
team down the first game, and I think he's going to come out, hopefully, a little bit more under control. I guess I have no idea,
The only two
but
things
yeah,
I see though, for me, I think it's either if it's a close game, the Chiefs will probably squeak it out because that's what they do. But I would not be shocked if the Eagles just completely trounced them again, like in the Super Bowl.
I'm hoping that the fucking Chiefs can run the ball, dude. Do they ever run the ball? Where's Isaiah Pacheco?
He was like what, 5 for 23 or something?
It's crazy how they just like did they abandon it? Was it not working? I
I'm
mean, I
telling you, the
watched a little bit.
offensive line
Harbaugh.
is not as good, so the rushing game's not going to be there.
I don't even know if they tried really though. It's kind of weird. It's not very balanced. It didn't seem balanced. Um, yeah. What was the biggest surprise for you week one? I'm trying to go over my mind. I thought like as
Uh,
far as
well, I'll tell you what the least surprising
oh,
thing.
jeez, go ahead. I was gonna say Daniel Jones
Daniel
going
Jones,
scoring
not
on every fucking drive.
surprising at all. You all
Yeah,
gave up on him.
the
I
memes I've
didn't.
seen.
He's still on my dynasty team. He's putting up 31 points a week right now.
The best meme I saw was Tony Soprano when he has the anxiety attack. He goes to the refrigerator. Remember when he opens up, he sees the gabagool and he passes out? He opens the refrigerator and it's just Daniel Jones' stat line. And he's like, just closes the fucking refrigerator, passes out. I mean, oh, God. And then also McCarthy, like being so good and poised and like kind of everything you thought he was going to be. It was like you didn't want to move. We didn't want to move up and get that guy. It's like,
Yeah.
and again, we could have the guy. Who knows? We definitely don't have the
Well,
team.
can we pump the brakes on JJ McCarthy? Is
Oh,
this
here
going
we
to
go.
be your
Oh,
guys'
it's
Jaden Daniels this year, where you get so excited because you see
our
one quick
guys,
thing?
our guys, or you
Yeah,
mean a dog with a bone, a rookie in a sense, quarterback, first year quarterback starter that you're just going to spend every week tearing apart because they're
probably.
having a good time
Because you
and you're
guys are
not.
hyping him up before he was the NFC Player of the Week. You know how insane that is?
Well, because he almost pulled a fucking Josh Allen in the fourth quarter. He had 2 touchdowns and 200 and
He
something
also had a
yards,
pick
dude.
six, and the Bears
Yeah,
stopped
that was
playing
at the
offense.
beginning of the
The
third quarter.
Vikings defense should be the NFC Player of the Week. They gave up what, -1 yard in the fourth quarter?
Well, look, Ben
All he had to do was
Johnson's
not
not
turn the
going
ball
to
over, and that
surprise.
was despite the fact that he gave up a pick six. He looked okay, but people are touting him like, oh, he's an MVP candidate just because he came back and they won a game barely against the Bears. Like, let's
Um,
just calm down. He's not he's not that guy yet. I'm not saying he can't be that guy. I think Jaden Daniels is going to take a step up. He didn't look great last night, but I think he's going to take a step up and be better. But everyone crowns these rookies like, oh my God, he's the greatest. And they're not really doing as much as you think they are. He had like 143 passing yards.
oh, I saw an ESPN thing. I should have 2 weeks ago. It was 20-1 Jordan Love on MVP. Now it's 8.5-1 after these first two, and it's like the before the trade of Micah Parsons basically was like the ever since like 2 weeks ago when the Micah Parsons trade happened, it's gone down and down. And obviously with the 2 weeks of 2 wins in 2 weeks, and I don't think he's thrown a pick yet. What do you have? A couple touchdowns last night, a couple touchdowns week one.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown a pick.
So
I think they said it's been 9 or 10 games since he's thrown a pick. Like he's on a crazy
yeah.
run right now.
So
But you saw him throwing off his back foot, and he almost got picked last night. And he had a touchdown in the end zone where he threw off the back foot, and was that on fourth down maybe? Where the defender was able to recover and get in front of the ball and swat it down. But he had a guy wide open in the end zone, and if he throws that on a line, like if he stepped into it, would have had another touchdown.
I was watching the Yankees and the Detroit Tigers, the 9-11 game yesterday that Trump was at. The end of the second inning, they kind of like, brought out Trump and introduced him, and he did. And then like instead of doing a moment of silence, they played that like the nobody beats the whiz thing that the whistle that they do like after a strikeout. It was sort of the weirdest fucking thing in the world. I was like, my wife and I were watching it, and I was just like, did that happen on at the stadium, or did the Yes Channel play that? It sounded so out of place that you were like, did they just cut to a commercial like too early or something like that? It was very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, I didn't watch every single. I do like the all white uniforms though. They look dope as fuck for the Packers.
Hmm.
And also, did you see Fitzpatrick's throw off the ESPN set to the backyard of that kid?
No,
Sick, dude. It's like a
he still got it.
still got it, dude. What's great is that they set up the ESPN thing right in someone's backyard, because that's truly like what the backyard of the stadium is. Goes right to the residential area, and this kid's in his backyard, and fucking Fitz Magic just dimes one to him, right, perfect dot. So it was awesome. Yeah, no, I was in and out of that game. I was there. I was watching the Yankee game, and then my wife and I watched Only Murders in the Building, the first two new ones.
Great show.
Yeah, because I'm super gay. So anyway, yeah. But
Why
yeah,
does
I
that
would
make you
say
gay? That's
that
a great show.
yeah, but like football's on and Yankees are on, and
You
so
don't
yeah.
care
But I
about
love
you
my
don't care
wife.
about the you don't care about the
No, I
teams
don't
that we're
care
playing.
about. No, I'm fine. I know Washington's going to be good. I know the Green Bay is going to be good.
They may regress a little bit. They're still a good team, but they may regress. And they lost their defensive end for the year, and they lost Eckler for the year.
I did see that. Did you see? Yeah, he went out down with his like non-contact, right? He just went
Yeah,
straight to the ground with
he
the
just
Achilles.
made a cut, and you could see. I mean, it looked like any other time we see Achilles go out. The leg
Uh,
just kind of had that little like little vibration.
do you think it's possible to tear your Achilles and like not do it and not know it and just go on? Just think you pulled your or
No,
your
no, no,
calf?
no, no,
Because I think I tore my Achilles like 5 years ago or
no. You
6 years
didn't.
ago, right before. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would know.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant described it as the worst pain he's ever
Yeah,
had.
you're
And he
tough.
had
You're
to go
not
out and
that
shoot a free
tough.
throw.
You're not
Aaron
Kobe tough.
Rodgers didn't go. Didn't he? Wasn't that he didn't look that hurt,
He
and he like
immediately
walked off.
sat he immediately sat down, and then he just had like that I don't know, that look of like someone just told him you have to get your third booster shot.
Uh, did you guys watch? Did you watch any of the Indianapolis Colts game? Are they good?
Yeah.
What? They're good?
They're okay. They're competitive. They'll be competitive in a kind of a down division. The Dolphins are just really, really bad.
Okay, so that's more. That has to be it,
Yeah,
right? Are we
Daniel Jones,
watching?
is he going to do what he did last week again this week? Probably not, but Daniel Jones isn't a bad quarterback. He wasn't the main issue in New York.
I
Yeah,
put a
we
hundred
know,
bucks on him to
Brenton.
get comeback player of the year.
It's not a
Well,
bad
after week
bet.
one, does JJ McCarthy considered comeback player of the year if he has a good season?
I don't think because he technically didn't play a single down that he's eligible, but I could be
He
wrong.
he played in the preseason.
I'm curious what they're
I
coming
don't think
back
that
from though.
counts
Like
though.
sucking.
Yeah.
It's partially like you
What if Rasheed Rice has like a crazy sort of second half of the season and goes nuts and has like
then
an
yeah,
MVP says
you'd
season? Like he's a
probably
comeback.
yeah, you'd give it to him because he had that season-ending injury last year, and
Oh, I thought because he didn't he drive and get
Well,
suspended
yeah,
at the
he's
beginning of the year? Oh,
suspended,
okay.
but don't
I thought we were
forget
coming
it
back
was
from
like,
that.
yeah, week 4 he tore something and he was out for the year. But he was on like a crazy pace where it's like if he did what he did in the first month of the season all year, he would have had like 3,000 yards and 40 touchdowns or
Yeah.
something. Like he was just putting up crazy, like when Chris Godwin went on that run and then got hurt, where it was just crazy numbers.
Speaking of crazy pace, I don't know. I have to look what I'm going to take every Justin Fields rushing prop bet this week because I feel like he's going to run. You guys have problems with rushing quarterbacks. Yeah, like what?
Well, and guess what else? Our best
What?
run stopper, Ed Oliver, out multiple weeks.
What?
What was he? Was he pulling? Was he ripping
He's got an ankle
twisties
injury
in the
that
parking lot?
they just didn't really report after that Ravens game, but he's got an ankle injury and he's out definitely this
Oh
week and most
shit!
likely multiple weeks.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
don't know why balloons keep going up on Lucas's screen. That's not party time. But yeah,
Really? I don't know
he's
why.
our best run stopper is out multiple weeks.
Oh, again with the balloons, Lucas. He's so
What are you
run
doing?
stopper.
Our best run stopper is out multiple weeks.
Oh,
Let's read this
good
now.
God.
No balloons that time.
Am I really
Damn,
getting balloons
dude.
off my screen?
You
Yeah,
were,
no,
you
this
didn't
but
see him?
you're popping up these
No.
beautiful
Every time I
balloons,
kept
dude.
saying our best run stopper's out multiple weeks, balloons would float up.
Just floating
But
up in the air, dude.
yeah, I mean, Justin Fields is a safe bet, and Breece Hall probably over his rushing props this week would
Oh
be,
my God.
unless they're crazy high.
Oh.
If they're like 90 plus above, then maybe not. But
Therefore, therefore, would you be a little upset if I took the Jets in some points?
I
Not to
wouldn't,
win.
I wouldn't, because it
They're
is
Would
getting
you
six and
take
a
six and a
half.
money?
half.
It is 6.5, and I like the Jets. I think they're a very good team, and I took the over on their win total this year. I
You
think
guys are
they're
both ridiculous.
I think they're a much better team. The Bills are going to win. They should still win unless the offense just decides to take the week off. But
Oh
the Jets are
yes.
not a
I
bad team.
like I could see this being like 34-30,
Yeah,
something in that world.
yeah, the Jets are not a bad team. The Bills are going to win, but
Closer than 6.5 for sure.
and they know each other really well. The Jets defense is much better than they played last week. They just got into a shootout. Just like I think the Ravens defense is much better than they showed last week.
What about your boy A-Rod? Are you believing that this is a possibility that he's back for real? Like he could have
I
us not a fucking
I
I'm not
mean,
talking MVP.
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about like serviceable quarterback.
No, he's definitely a serviceable quarterback
Uh,
because he doesn't turn the ball over. And if he does what he does well now, which is manage the game, that defense is good enough that they'll be able to win. They'll squeak out games like that. They're not going to be that team that wins 30 to nothing and just blows people out. But with that defense, he just needs to not make mistakes, which he is, his whole career is built around him being one of the best at not turning the ball over. He's a
yeah.
great fit there. I mean, he's not fun to watch necessarily because he looks slow and he looks old, but they're going to win a lot of games like they did last week, like that.
You guys have speaking of any games that you were looking at, interested in,
Bet
had
against the
thoughts
Saints.
about?
Bet against the Saints.
Well, I was
Even with
and
Mac
listen,
Jones.
uh, that's what I'm wondering here, buddy.
Even
You
with
got a
Mac
Mac
Jones.
Jones, you got a Mac Jones situation. You have
Mac Jones
they
came
didn't
in
look
and looked
great.
good when Trevor Lawrence was down last year. Mac Jones went on a little mini run with Jacksonville. Mac Jones he's not done yet.
What I do like is like he has a whole week to get ready for the game. Like he's
Yes.
obviously been taking first team reps this whole week.
Yes.
It's not like someone got hurt the first two snaps and now he's got to go in there and take care of business. But
And he has a few years of being a starting quarterback. He has experience. He started
yeah,
games before.
um, is he better than Spencer Rattler?
Yes.
And at some point, I mean, the Saints they're at home again. They got to win at home, right?
No.
Oh my God. I mean, I would assume they got to win at home, dude.
No. I I
I
could
really,
I could see them going 0 and 17. They are a bad team.
I like the Patriots over the Dolphins too.
Yeah,
I
I think
mean,
they bounce back. Vrabel's going to get them fired up. Um, I mean, the Ravens are going to
they're
take out
giving
all
a
their
point and a half.
frustration. The Ravens are going to beat up on the Browns this week, and I don't know if you saw one of the Browns defenders was talking shit about, oh, it's not that hard to
Yeah.
tackle Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry
Why would
replied,
you do that?
yeah,
Why would you do
really
that?
dumb.
Why? It's, I mean, they
Derrick
asked the
Henry's going to go for
question. Just
300
because they
yards.
asked the question doesn't mean you have to answer it.
Yeah.
Is it hard to tackle Derrick Henry? Yeah. You could even, what do you think? You could throw it back at them. Like, you don't have to answer the question.
That's
Not
why
at
Josh
all.
is MVP, by the way. Anytime he gets asked a question about another team, it's just like, hey, they're a great team on both sides of the ball. Like, we're just here, we're focused on this week. This week is the next game is the most important game to us. Like, he has all the right answers. He's like a
Crazy.
politician playing football.
I mean, I don't know for what reason you'd want to get this guy riled up, but
Yeah,
especially
so
when you're
so stupid.
fucking,
And they lost a heartbreaking
yeah.
game. They are frustrated. They need to get the
Oh,
win. They're at home. I mean that's the gimme game this week is the
I know.
Ravens.
In my survivor pool, that's the one I want to take, but I don't want to burn the Ravens this early.
Yeah, but
You got to
it's
save some
Survivor. You just
teams
got to
for
survive.
everyone. There's 62 teams, Brenton. Two teams lost
Just
last week.
survive. Take the easy one and just survive.
Yeah, but then I'm going to be the jackass that like no one like this idiot didn't see that at the end of the year there's no teams left and you got to like figure out bye weeks and all that shit. I have to have a path. I've
Okay.
talked to ChatGPT. We've done the work. I told ChatGPT last week. I go, hey, ChatGPT, figure out a path of the survivor pool for me with the
Okay,
NFL schedule.
then take
Having taken the Eagles week one, the Super Bowl champion,
take the
and she wrote
Cardinals.
back basically, she's like, that was pretty much the dumbest thing you could have done. But anyway,
Uh,
here's what I suggest going forward.
take the
It's like I asked an
Cardinals.
architect. It's like, how do I build a house on top of a foundation made of paper mache? I built it with paper mache.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at all these games. If you want one where it's like you're not going to be upset that you burned the team, the Cardinals
I'll
against the
tell you what I
Panthers.
took. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I almost forgot, but this Splash Sports is pretty cool. Have you seen this app? It's like
It's
all
probably if it's fun, it's probably illegal in California.
you guys are fucking the worst out there. Yeah, I like the Patriots over the Dolphins on the road. I don't care if it's on the road. I think the Dolphins are. I think they have so much shit going on right now
Well, what's the
internally.
weather going to be Sunday?
Oh, why?
Because you don't want it to be 103 degrees on their
Yeah,
sideline with the sun beaming down. Okay, it's only going to
yeah.
be
No,
85.
I took Arizona this week.
Oh, you did take Arizona.
Yeah, I took
Yeah,
the Cardinals over the Panthers.
that's what I would have done.
Um,
I don't know if that's a good sign, if that makes you feel better, but that's what I would have
oh
done.
fuck! I swear to God, Brenton, I'll lose my mind if Arizona, knowing that you're involved or you would even be agreement with this as the mush, I would go fucking
That's the
crazy.
perfect pick, Steve. There's
Um,
no way that could go wrong.
you guys pick some games now. Let's go.
Um,
Cowboys over Giants. I hate to say it, 5.5. Give me Dallas.
uh,
You son of a bitch!
yeah. Yeah.
Oh
But
my God, Lucas,
I
right in my
mean,
did you take
face,
it?
dude. I'm not taking the Jets. I said I'll take a prop bet on a running thing. I said I mean, in my mind, I would like to take it, but I wouldn't shove it in your face like that. Good
I'm
God.
sorry, man. They've had 10 days of rest. They're ready to go. They didn't look that bad against Philly. And
You want to
I mean,
give
I
them
think,
4.5 points too, or no?
I'm seeing 5.5 on
yeah,
BetMGM.
I have 5.5. But if it's four and
I'm
a half,
looking at 4.5.
I mean, that's even better if it's no extra
Yeah.
cost.
No, it's no extra cost. 4.5. You got them. God,
I
I
want
want
the
to take this.
Giants to win, but
And that is
I
I want more money.
all right, Lucas. Brenton, we got two down.
I mean
What's your pick?
the two gimmies are Arizona on the money line and the Ravens on the money line. Those are free squares, I think. But I like the Steelers at home against the Seahawks. I think Sam Darnold did not look great. The rushing offense, which I was hoping would be much better because I have a lot of Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, did not look good at all. And the Steelers Defense is going to play better at home, and yeah, the offense looked pretty pretty okay, pretty solid. So I think Pittsburgh's going to take care of business. I
Do
could
you want
either
him
do
on the
the
money line or
I always like the money line, but if you
giving
want to
three
take the three
points?
points,
I'll take him on the money line. All
but yeah,
right.
I mean, if you're building a parlay, might as
We
well
got a
throw in the
5.
Ravens and throw in
We did.
okay.
I did. So we got the Patriots on the money line. Cowboys fucking winning by more than 4.5. The Cardinals on the money line. The Ravens on the money line. The Steelers on the money line. Those 5 picks with $50 would win us $455.02.
That's a lot of buffet.
That's a lot of buffet right there, my friend. That's a lot of buffet. You can cash out right now for $47. Fuck. How did Hung Min Koo miss that fucking field goal last? What's his name?
Young Wei Koo. I have no
Young Wei
idea.
Koo.
We need to bring in old Wei Koo to make a veteran kick because that was bad. It was only, I mean, again, 44 yards is not a gimme, but you're a professional
Yeah.
kicker. There was not like a rush that got through. He just flat out doinked it.
He just doinked it. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, dude. That's a tough one. I'm sure Tebow was not happy about that either. That's a real fucking fantasy wise. Jesus Christ. I won my friends and family league. I won in that league, but then the Comedy Store. I mean, how does T.J. Hawkinson can't beat a defense in points?
Oh, hang on a second. I thought JJ McCarthy was MVP and he's going to make everyone a superstar.
Everyone but T.J. Hawkinson.
You're telling first of all, everyone but TJ Hawkinson, pull up his stat line. The rushing JJ.
Oh yeah,
the rushing touchdown was impressive, but that was 100% just that was a great play call. Anyone could have executed that. He went 13 for 20 for 143. 2 touchdowns, yes, but a big pick 6. He wasn't great, and therefore the stat line of pretty much every player on the offense was not great.
How did you do fantasy wise? Did you win money this week? Did you do
my best ball teams fantasy? Are off to an amazing start. My cash game lineup did not hit this week. I faded Edibuka from the Buccaneers, and he was the chalk, so that was a big mistake. And then in my season long, I'm in 10 leagues this year, which is too many, but
what?
I'm in 10. But I won 8 of them.
10 leagues. My
10 leagues.
God. Holy shit.
But I won last night. I took the Packers on the money line, and I got my contracts paid out.
Really? I'm not.
So I think I fucked up the previous bet where I was like,
you didn't take your money.
I took it. I closed it, but I guess if you just wait like an hour, it automatically closes it. So I closed last week's bet when it was still at 99 cents. And then if I had waited, I would have gotten that extra penny on everything.
Interesting. So now you know.
Now I know.
It's the dumbest way to bet.
It sucks, but that's what I got to do.
Did they give you an opportunity? Oh, they do. You could buy out anytime.
You can buy out at any time, yes. Because at one point,
you're like, oh shit, we're gonna lose, but they're still offering me 4 cents per thing. I can buy out then and
yes,
got it. Oh, all right. Well, let's hope these fucking bets work out this week. I got a feeling
I like them.
I like them too. Which means the 4 out of 5 will hit. And we'll kick ourselves next week. But until then, we're going to have a good time watching these games, getting ready for week 2 of the NFL. Last night's game was great, and looking forward to the rest of the slate this weekend. There's a lot of good stuff. You guys, anything you want to plug?
Not really.
I'm going to be at the Parks Casino September 25th, 8 p.m. And then in Norfolk, Nebraska, the next 2 nights at the District Arts Center in Norfolk, Nebraska. Tickets at crenteaseasy.com if you're interested. And also La Jolla at the end of October, the Comedy Loft in DC in the beginning of October. So yeah, all these dates are on my website. Check them out. That's it. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lucas.
I was gonna say Baltimore next month, the 21st to the 23rd, and then Des Moines the 24th to the 25th.
Fuck yeah,
First
Baltimore.
rounds with Adam Ray and then Lamar Lee.
Hell yes,
All
both
right,
cool
fuck it.
people.
I'll be at Oxnard next weekend, Thursday through Saturday, and then I'm in Irvine like the first weekend of October at the Improv.
Sweet. I love all those places. Get your tickets at everyone's website and
I don't
let
have a
people know about
website,
this,
Steve.
especially when you. Oh, well, then fucking,
Who has
go
a
stuff
website?
Brenton.
I don't have a
Yeah.
website.
Get your fucking tickets wherever that you buy your fucking. I don't know, dude. Go to. I used to go to the video store and they used to print out a Ticketmaster thing at the back. That's how we got concert tickets. If you knew a band was coming to town, the
You
tickets
just
went on
said like
sale.
three things that I don't. You aged yourself. I don't even know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Video
So when
store and printer.
Yes. So you went to if let's say fucking Van Halen's coming to the Nassau Coliseum in January. Tickets go on sale September 12th at 6 p.m. You would have to go to the video store, right? In the back of the video store, almost like Kohl's has like a Amazon return
Yeah.
thing in the back. The video stores, this is before Blockbuster, they had a thing in the back, a Ticketmaster outlet. You stood and waited in the line.
Oh, God.
And then you'd give them cash. They'd fucking print out your tickets, and you had to hold on to those tickets for fucking 4 months till Van Halen came.
But to that point, I think people would much rather go back to that system because Tame Impala put tickets on sale through Ticketmaster a couple days ago, and it was trending. I guess the queue for the shows in New York were over 110,000 for a 20-seat venue. And within 3 minutes of the tickets going on like pre-sale, so just the super fans pre-sale,
Wait, how many seats venue? 20?
it's like a 20,000 seat venue.
Oh,
And
20,000.
yeah, and 110,000 people were almost immediately in the queue. Like you hit the button right when the time was and you put your code in and you were 112,000th in line for a 20,000 seat venue. And within minutes, most of the tickets were on resale for over $4,000.
Well, if I'm Tame Impala, I'm fucking psyched. We're adding shows,
Well,
obviously.
they're not making the money though. That's
Yeah, but
Ticketmaster
still,
selling it on
that's
StubHub. They're not making the money. They're getting all this hate from their fans going, "What the fuck? I have your pre-sale code and
I know
I'm
it's
not
so
paying
tough.
$4,000 for a ticket."
Well, yeah, I mean, look, there's no system that's right, and Ticketmaster owns every single one of them.
Yeah.
So I hate them. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, that's it for this week, everyone. Check the podcast out. Tell someone, rate, subscribe, like, do the whole thing, and we'll see you next week with some winning cashola, probably.
Probably.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Steve Renazizi. I'm the guy